Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Dr. Irfan. I am Faculty of Commerce. Today I am going to explain the concept of transportation problem, aims of transportation problem, methods of transportation problem, terminology of transportation problem. First, I would like to explain what is transportation problem. Now, the transportation problem is a special type of linear programming problem where the objectives is to minimize the cost of distributing a product from a number of sources or origins to a number of destination. Okay, basically transportation problem is a special part of a linear programming problem. Why special part of the linear programming? Because the main objective of transportation problem is minimize the cost of the distribution of product from one place to another place. We are called one source to another destination. That is called a transportation problem. Why cost is minimized? Okay, if you are a businessman, okay, if you are delivering the respective product and services one place to another place, on that time if you want to get a more profit, you should concentrate about the cost, that is the cost incurred of the transportation. Okay, if you concentrate about the transportation cost, automatically you can get a maximum profit. This is called the transportation problem is a very important. In this transportation problem we are having two variables. One is sources or origins or destinations. One is sources and the one is destination. Okay, where you can start from and where you can end from. Okay, after that, because of its special structure, the usual simplex method is not suitable for solving transportation problems. These problems required a special method of solution. Okay, next, what is the aim? What is the aim of transportation problem? We are called for TP. To find out the optimum transportation schedule, keeping in mind cost of transportation to be minimized. Okay, for example, if you are wholesaler of a Coca-Cola soft drink, okay, you are the wholesaler of a thumbs up or soft drink. Okay, on that time you are taking a order from one particular area, that is the north area. On that north area we are having a totally 10 shops are there. On that 10 shops you are taken order and totally the 10 shops required 100 box. On that time when you are moving from your destination or your source to destination, on that time don't put only 100 box, you should put a 150 box. Why? Because space is available. Okay, in that between 10 shops are provided 100 box and the 2 shops are available. On that one they are required. Okay, we need a boxes of your soft drink. On that time you should provide that boxes to that respective shops. On that time you should minimize the respective cost of the transportation. Okay, it is called a multi-task or multi-work. Okay, now this is the first one. Second one is the origin of a transportation problem is the location from which shipments are dispatched. Okay, you should make a origin from the TP of the location where from you are dispatched your respective goods and services. That is a very important. Third one is the destination of a transportation problem is location to which shipments are transferred. Okay, destination, it is a dispatch. After the destination, where to dispatch the respective goods and services to the respective places. Next, fourth one is the unit transportation cost is the cost of transporting 1 unit of the consignment from an origin to the destination. Okay, here it is a part of the unit. Okay, on that time one part to another part. Next, what are the objectives? Objectives of TP. First one is determination of a transportation plan of a single commodity. Okay, when you are the distributor of different types of product and services, on that time don't put only one type of commodity, you should put variety type of commodity. Why? Somebody is required one variety, somebody is like different variety, on that time you should put a different commodity. Why? Because you can save your transportation cost. Next one is from a number of sources. Okay, you are finding only one source, don't find only one source, you should find two or more sources. Why? When you are moving from one place to another place, on that time maybe you can capture some other area also, that is called a from a number of sources you should be utilized. Next one is to a number of destination. Okay, destination means here you are thinking that I will finish today this type of area, this area, but here your sufficient time is available to cover some other area, on that time you should concentrate about the destination of a particular transportation. After that, last one is such that total cost of transportation ID minimized. Okay, then when you are concentrating destination and origin or the sources, automatically you can minimize the transportation cost. Okay, why? Because transportation cost is a very important role play when you are getting a profit. Next, what are the applications of the respective transportation? First one is it is used to compute transportation routes in such a way as to minimize transportation cost for finding out locations of warehouses. Okay, when you are computing the transportation routes, on that time you should find the locations, where is locations are available, where is located our respective warehouses, that is a very important. Next one is second one is the first one. Second one is it is used to find out locations of transportation corporations depot where insignificant total cost difference may not matter. Okay, maybe you should find out the depot. Next one is third one, minimize shipping costs from factories to warehouses. Okay, it is a very important, you should minimize the shipping cost. Why shipping cost? Because your factory is one side and your warehouse is one side, on that time you should minimize the respective shipping cost. Next one is determining lowest cost location for new factory, warehouse, office or other outlet facilities. And last one is find minimum cost production schedule that satisfies firms demand and production limitations. Okay, these are the applications of a transportation. Okay, the conclusion of a transportation problem. The transportation problem is one of the most frequently encountered application in real life situation and is a special type of linear programming problem. After that, the transportation problem indicates the amount of consignment to be transported from various origins to different destination, so that the total transportation cost is minimized without violating the availability constraint and the requirement constraint. These are the conclusion brief. Okay, next we will move for very important. There are two types of transportation. There are two types of transportation problem. One is balanced transportation problem. What do we mean by balanced transportation problem? Where the total supply equally total demand, where the demand and supply is equal. Okay, when you are taking a order from the shops, you required 20 boxes. On that time, demand is 20 boxes. You should supply only 20 boxes. If you putting 30 boxes, no problem. Why? Some other shops are available. You can deliver. This is called where you are taking a demand, where you are taking the respective order from the shops. 20 boxes are there. You should put in your respective place only 20 boxes. Okay, that is called a demand and supply is equal. That is called a balanced transportation problem. Next, what do you mean by unbalanced transportation problem? Where the total supply is not equally total demand. Where the demand and supply is not equally. For example, you are taking a order from the respective area. You need 100 box, but you are supplying only 80 box. On that time, it is problem will create for your respective transportation cost. Okay, that's why here it is called a unbalanced transportation problem. You should provide a respective demand and supply. After that, what are the phases of solution of transportation problem? You are having two phases. One is obtains the initial basic feasible solution. In this feasible solution, we are having a methods. We are having a NWCR, northwest corner rule, least cost method, Vogel's approximation method. Phase 2, we are having a obtains the optimal basic solutions. We are having a MODI, we are having a UPS method. Okay, we are having a two phases. Next, see, in initial basic feasible solution, we are having a northwest corner rule, NWCR we are called. And the one is LCM, least cost method. Another one name is there, matrix minima method. M also same. LCM also same. M also same. Next, last one is WAM. WAM means here Vogel's approximation method. It is also very important. Okay, when you are taking a first phase, that is a initial basic feasible solution. Next one is optimum basic solutions. We are having a two types of optimum basic solutions. One is modified distribution method. That is called a MODI method. Okay, and the one is stepstone method, SSM we are called. Okay. Next, what do you mean by northwest corner rule method? Okay, the definition. The northwest corner rule is a method adopted to compute the initial feasible solution of the transportation problem. The name northwest corner is given to this method because the basic variables are selected from the extreme left corner. Extreme left corner means here north left corner. Okay, you can start from the north in the left corner where the demand and supply is available. It is the most systematic and easiest method for obtaining initial feasible basic solution. Okay, it is a very simple compared to three methods. It is a very simple method to solving the respective problems. Okay, next one is what are the steps involved in the northwest corner method? First one is step number 1. Select the upper left northwest cell of the transportation matrix and allocate minimum of supply and demand, that is minimum A1 B1 value in that cell. For example, when you are selected upper left northwest, on that time you are having a demand also, you are having a supply also. Which one is less is there, you should allocate. Step number 1. Step number 2, then allocation made is equal to the supply available at the first source. Next, then allocation made is equal to demand of this first destination. Next, then allocate the value of A1 or B1 and then move to cell 2. Step number 3, continue the process until an allocation is made in the southeast corner cell of the transportation table. Okay, this is called the steps involving the northwest corner rule. Okay, when we are solving the problem, no, on that I will tell you where to start from northwest corner and how to allocate the respective the matrix, okay, how to get a feasible solution, okay, according to the respective problems. Next, list cost method. What is the list cost method? It is also one type of initial feasible solution method, okay. In this list cost method, we are having the particular start from the list matrix, okay. We can start from list matrix. It means here, okay, totally we are having 6 matrix. On the 6 matrix, which one list matrix you should choose, and you should allocate the demand and supply of the respective transportation, okay. Now it is also, we are having steps are involving, but when we are solving the practical problem, no, on that time you come to know, okay, how to identify the list matrix and how to allocate the respective destination and sources. And last one is very important, Ozell's approximation method, okay. Ozell's approximation method, WAM method, is very important. The WAM is an improved version of the minimum cell cost method and the northwest corner method that in general produces better initial basic feasible solution that report a smaller value in the objective function, a balanced transportation problem, some of the supply, some of the demand. What I can say here, in this in WAM method, it is a totally improved version to minimize the cost, okay. That is northwest corner is a very simple rule, but here WAM method is a improved version of the how to minimize the respective cost, how to maximize the profit of the respective organization, okay. How to apply for the respective WAM method, what are the steps are involving, okay. In this WAM method, first step, determine penalty corner, okay. Every row and every column having a penalty. How to get a penalty? Okay, you should choose the lowest value. After that, you choose the second lowest value, okay. It means here, for example, totally you are having a 3 matrix, for example 12, 10 and 8. 12, 10 and 8. You should you should make a penalty 12, 10, 8. Here you should choose 8 also, you should choose 10 also. Don't choose highest value, okay. First one is lowest value, after that another one highest value, that is called a 10 minus 8 equal to 2, that is the penalty, okay. Penalty, subtracting the lowest unit cell cost in the row from the next lowest until cell cost in the same row, okay. It is also very important, you can solve when you solving the problem, no, on that time you come to know how to get the respective penalty. And step 2, identify the row or column with the greatest penalty cost. Break the ties arbitrarily if there are any. Allocate as much as possible to the variable with the lowest unit cost in the selected row or column. Adjust the supply and demand and cross out the row or column that is already satisfied. If a row and column are satisfied simultaneously, only cross out one of the two and allocate a supply or demand of 0 to the one that remains, okay. Next, step number 3, if there is exactly one row or column left with a supply or demand of 0, stop. If there is one row left with a positive supply, determine the basic variables in the row using the minimum cell cost method. Stop. If all the rows and columns that were not crossed out have 0 supply and demand, determine the basic 0 variables using the minimum cell cost method. And last one is, if any other case, continue with step number 1. Okay, these are the steps involved in VAM method. Okay, next video I will solve the northwest corner problem, list matrix minimum method problem, list cost method problem, after that VAM method problem. Okay, now if you like this video, please subscribe and share to your friends group.